He was a doctor. He took an oath to heal, to help, to save lives. This is the story of Dr. Harold Shipman, a man who betrayed that oath. In the quiet town, nobody suspected. He was charming, unassuming. But behind his gentle demeanor, a darkness lurked. Dr. Shipman ran a thriving practice. Patients adored him. He had a calming presence, a warm smile. He was a pillar of the community. Nobody could have imagined the truth. The man they trusted was a silent killer. Years passed and bodies piled up. He operated with chilling precision, leaving no trace. His victims, mostly elderly, never knew what hit them. Their families mourned, unaware of the sinister truth. Dr. Shipman was a master manipulator. He played the role of a grieving friend, offering condolences while hiding his dark secret. He was a wolf in sheep's clothing, and his reign of terror continued. His weapon of choice? Diamorphine, a powerful painkiller, administered with lethal intent. He preyed on the vulnerable, the sick, the elderly. They trusted him with their lives. He repaid them with death. Dr. Shipman's methods were chillingly efficient. He forged medical records, made deaths look natural. He was meticulous, a cold, calculating killer. He left a trail of devastation in his wake. Families grieved, unaware of the truth. They believed their loved ones died of natural causes. Dr. Shipman attended funerals, offered condolences, a master manipulator hiding in plain sight. The death toll climbed, but nobody suspected. Not yet. Dr. Shipman was a respected doctor, a trusted member of the community. His secret remained safe. For now. The mistake that unraveled Dr. Shipman's web of deceit was simple: a forged will. Kathleen Grundy, one of his victims, had her will changed. It raised suspicions. Her daughter, a lawyer, smelled a rat. The will named Dr. Shipman as a beneficiary, a greedy act that exposed his dark secret. The police were called in. An investigation began. The walls were closing in on Dr. Shipman. His time was running out. Exhumations revealed lethal doses of diamorphine. The truth was finally coming to light. Dr. Shipman, the respected doctor, was a serial killer. His motive? A mystery that continues to haunt investigators. The evidence was overwhelming. Dr. Shipman's carefully constructed facade crumbled. He had gotten away with murder for years. But his luck had finally run out. The families of his victims would finally get justice. Malice. Section 4. Unmasking a monster. The investigation was extensive. Police painstakingly pieced together years of deceit. Medical records were scrutinized. Witnesses interviewed. The full scope of Dr. Shipman's crimes began to emerge. Families of victims were devastated. The truth, when it came out, was unbearable. Their loved ones hadn't died of natural causes. They had been murdered by the very person they trusted with their health. The trial was a media sensation. The world watched in horror as the truth was revealed. Dr. Shipman, once a respected doctor, was now a monster in the eyes of the world. The prosecution presented a mountain of evidence. The defense, struggling to counter the damning proof, claimed innocence. But the jury saw through the lies. Dr. Shipman was found guilty. Section 5. Justice prevails. The trial was a harrowing experience for the families of the victims. They finally heard the truth about their loved ones' deaths. The pain, the anger, the betrayal. It was all laid bare in the courtroom. Dr. Shipman, throughout the trial, maintained his innocence. He showed no remorse, no empathy. His cold, calculating demeanor sent chills down the spines of those present in the courtroom. The judge, in his sentencing remarks, called Dr. Shipman wicked, manipulative, arrogant, and dangerous. He was sentenced to 15 consecutive life sentences. Justice at last was served. But the scars of his crimes ran deep. The families of his victims would forever bear the pain of his betrayal. The medical community was left reeling. How could this have happened? Section 6. Ripple Effects. The case of Dr. Shipman sent shockwaves through the medical community. Trust, once implicit, was now shattered. Questions arose about oversight and accountability. Changes were needed. The case led to a public inquiry. It examined the failings that allowed Dr. Shipman to operate undetected for so long. The inquiry made recommendations to prevent similar tragedies from happening again. The medical profession was forced to confront uncomfortable truths. Systems were reviewed. Protocols were tightened. The case served as a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance and accountability. The legacy of Dr. Shipman is a dark one, but it also serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder that evil can lurk in the most unexpected places, and that trust, once broken, is difficult to rebuild. Section 7. Trust Betrayed. The case of Dr. Harold Shipman remains one of the most shocking medical crimes in history. It is a story of betrayal, deceit, and the darkest depths of human nature. The impact of his crimes continues to be felt today. It serves as a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance, accountability, and the need to question those in positions of power. The families of his victims still search for answers. They struggle to come to terms with the loss of their loved ones. Their pain is a testament to the devastating impact of Dr. Shipman's crimes. The case of Dr. Shipman is a tragedy. It is a story that forces us to confront the capacity for evil that exists within humanity. And it reminds us that even those we trust the most can be capable of unspeakable acts.